Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am so excited to be watching Ida's Requiem for the Owl House. We're gonna see more about Ida's past. Young Ida is always fantastic, so yes. Also, we're gonna be meeting this person from Ida's past, the head of the Bard Coven. I don't know if it's just like groupthink or if there was actually something released somewhere, but a lot of people in the fandom seem to think that this is one of Ida's old flames, and also that this person is non-binary and will use they them pronouns. So I'm excited to see if both of those things are true. That'd be super fun. So I don't have a lot of breakdown thoughts. Those are just my predictions that we're gonna see some awesome stuff from Ida's past that will help explain why she and this person had a falling out. They'll start to repair their relationship, and then we're gonna launch ourselves into the rebellion. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you've enjoyed what you heard so far, please consider giving this video a like, comment, or subscribe. It would really help our channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. 3, 2, 1, play.
This needs a new coat. King needs to be checked for fleas. Am I missing anything?
She's so responsible.
Oh, you've changed, haven't you? It's worth it.
Oh, I didn't know they had ground photos.
Everyone's leaving, huh? Even King. I guess I'm no substitute for the real thing.
Oh, Ida. I love that the red tights are just permanently part of Amity's outfit now, and we're just not going to discuss how those are Bard Coven colors. Just not going to discuss it. Maybe we'll discuss it this episode. I don't think so, though.
See, we're safe here.
Fear not, maiden! Hootie, the guardian owl of Gahoot, has protected you once more! Gahoot!
I was able to get the mouse back safely, but he needs to recover.
I love how they're expanding the world building by showing us all the different types of magic.
So, the head witch of the Bard Coven likes pretending to be a rebel. Too bad they're not very good at it.
We are doing they them.
Embarrassing me in
Yes.
front of my crew. This is more fun.
Whatever you say.
See, you'd be a mess without me.
Oh, and they are an old flame. At least on their end.
Hey, if you've got nothing to lose, we could use the help.
Blushing on Ida's part. It's great. Why does Gus look so unenthused?
On the cup of ephemeral glory.
Our victory is fleeting.
And,
Good message.
And on.
Is it the Abomination Coven head? Yep, I knew it. I knew he was a shill. He just had handsome shill energy.
Hey everyone, so the climax of this episode completely engrossed me. This is editing Gabriel, by the way. I found it enchanting, you might say. Yeah, I just didn't have a lot to react to while it was going on. I am looking back at it now, and I think Rain is one of my new favorite characters. This is definitely maybe new fave ship. Look at them, they're so great. So yeah, I love this episode, I love this climax, and I am glad that Rain is now part of this cast.
The Emperor needs you alive and well for Day of Unity. But until then, night-night.
Those tattoos can like control you? That's not good. That was an excellent episode. And I wonder if the voice actor is non-binary as well. Let me go look it up.
A few moments later.
Okay, and I just looked up who the voice actor was for Rain, and if I was on Twitter, I would have already known where this news came from, but I didn't. So, AV Rogue, or Rogue, a non-binary voice actor. Excellent. So, that was great. Everything was great. I love it. I love Rain, of course. This is the character introduction that worked well for me. I'm not sure why Hunter's character introduction didn't work for me. A lot of people love him, and I'm just like, yeah, he's okay. I don't know, but I really like Rain. I guess I just like queer characters more than others. That's definitely a bias. It's something you just don't get to see. Not just the queerness, but like often they're characterized a little bit differently. Like I like how kind and soft, I guess, Rain was, you might say, but still being cast in this role as like the rebellious leader who wants to help their community. So just really like that. I love that we're diving into Ida's developing like feelings of parenthood and really feeling connected to Luz and to King. And I like that King is getting some consistent age coding. They've been pretty consistent this season, unlike last season, that King is like a young kid. You know, you had that sometimes last season, and other times you had like King was like the old grumpy best friend. But King has been consistently age coded as a kid this time, and I really like it. It was so sweet that he wanted to legally change his name. And I love the animation on Ida's face when she saw that. It was great. Yeah, this was just like a nice filler episode. We didn't learn a ton. Like we already knew that the Emperor's Coven was planning the Day of Unity. We just got some more like seasoning on that plotline, I guess. Of, you know, Rain being like, it's more dangerous than you expect, and also saying the Emperor needs to steal magic. So I guess these tattoos are like confining people to covens as a way of stealing their magic. That's an interesting little development. And also that the tattoos can be used to restrain the witches that are on them. So yeah, we didn't learn more, like the plot didn't get furthered, but we did learn more details that like flesh it out, and that's cool. And other than that, like we just have this nice plot line. Oh, and we learned about Ida's curse, I guess, that maybe there's more to it than we thought, because she was able to do magic. It just seemed to, in some way, be corrupting the magic around her. So maybe it has some effect like it corrupts the natural magic of the island or something, and we can see that expanded on and learn more about how to make use of that. That's super interesting. Yeah, and I liked seeing the introduction of the Bard Coven magic, like what it looks like and how it works and what it does. I also like seeing the high-powered versions of like Abomination magic and Beast magic is really cool, and like see that like high-level Abomination wishes can turn themselves into abominations. I love that, like, I forget the Coven leader's name, but he was like, tell Alador that he's a hack or whatever. Like, I don't like this mixing of abominations with tech. Like, kind of a bit of an abomination purist that was like a nice little detail to that character. I also kind of wish that he wasn't a villain. I mean, I got the sense that he was last episode when you saw him with all the other Coven leaders, but I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be. We now have 3 black characters in the Owl House, and you know, Gus is the only semi-prominent one, but Gus hasn't really gotten tons of characterization. I like the little bits of characterization we've gotten in the background between like this episode and last episode, that he seems to have a rift with his dad, but it's only like if you were like hyper paying attention to Gus to try to build out his storyline. Like, Gus definitely hasn't gotten as much spotlight, and his plotline hasn't been interwoven as much into the main plot. And then you have his dad, who is just a background character, essentially, right? Maybe we built out more, but that's what it is. And now we have like our 3rd black character, and they're a villain. I mean, I guess there's Skara. Skara's a cool background support character, and is kind of a mini villain too. Really, because she was always characterized as nice, but she was like part of Basha's group. So I don't know. I'd just like to see more Black characters getting to be like heroes. Would be nice. Just saying. But yeah, this was just like a nice, good feeling filler episode that continues to sprinkle in some lore and some world building, and yeah, it's just pleasant. So I would say for a rating, I would give this episode a 4 out of 5. I was like hovering around a 3.5 out of 5 because, like I said, it is like kind of the definition of filler. We don't forward the plot. We're not really forwarding any of the character arcs so much as like, you know, it's not going forward. It's just giving Ida's character arc a little bit more breadth and like deepening it by connecting it to her past and like showing where she's at currently. But I don't think she made a lot of changes. I guess like Rain did say they need you more than you think, but it wasn't like yeah, this seemed like a pretty self-contained episode. Like this was a conflict that was brought up at the beginning of this episode and then was resolved by the end of the next episode. So I don't see it like carrying forward and will be like a major part of her arc or her change, so much as it's just giving you more layers of Ida. So yeah, so I think this is pretty like classic definition of filler episode, and so I was like, oh, maybe it should be like the 3.5 range. But you know, by my own rating system, if it involved my emotions, if it like struck a chord in me, then you know, that bumps it up to the 4. And I definitely just really felt for Ida this entire episode. I just love her so much, and I'm so glad that we got to spend more time with her. So yeah, I'm gonna bump that up to a 4. So 4 out of 5. And I look forward to next week, which I think is a Lumity episode, which on one hand, I'm happy to see Emily. On the other hand, as I've said in the last Lumity episode and in the last reaction, that now what I have my eye out for is the ability to have Amity in a plotline and it not be Lumity focused, so that she can grow outside of this one plotline, this one connection to the plot. We'll see. That said, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not gonna enjoy the Lumity content. So yeah, look forward to seeing you next week. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this reaction and breakdown, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Please give the video a like, comment, share with your friends, help my channel grow. I would love to do more of these and just share my thoughts on more stories with you. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.